I sometimes feel sad that I don't have enough memories of me documented from my childhood. I do have photos from my birthdays, some random events in school, annual functions, but I don't really have videos of me from my childhood. From those photos, I just know how I looked, but I don't know how I sounded, how I spoke, how I behaved in my day to day life, what random choices I made throughout the day. All I have is just mental memories. And this kind of makes me feel sad that I'll never be able to replay those memories or those events from my childhood. They're gone. They're gone forever. And I don't blame my parents either for not documenting my childhood enough. Indian parents from my times have rarely documented their kids' lives anyways, because that was not the part of Indian middle class culture back then, and it still isn't. And it's early 2000s. They themselves didn't had enough resources or gadgets to document my childhood properly. Very few people back then had those handycams or tape recorders. I'm just grateful for the life that my parents gave me. But I still wish I had videos from my childhood where me, my sisters, and my parents lived every single day together in the same house, enjoying the simple joys of life. I was a very introverted kid in school. I was shy, I was underconfident. I always kept quiet in classroom. No one really noticed me, and I was like completely invisible to my classmates. And I don't even know if my classmates still remember me or not. But that's not the point here. I just want to go back in time and I want to see how I navigated my life in school. What scared me, what made me laugh, the moment when I was finally noticed by the cool students in class. And yeah, back then I was trying to seek validation from the cool guys in class. Now in my adulthood, I just don't give a flying fuck. I don't know, I feel like however my school life was, I should have had more memories of me documented in video format, just for me to see how far I've come from the person that I was. And I know that filming myself 24/7 like a vlogger or a Kardashian, that too during my school hours, was never gonna be a realistic option. But again, I still wish that I had those days documented from my childhood, just for me to now see that transition from a shy, introverted kid into a person who's growing steadily confident with each passing day. From my early 20s, I just miss the days spent indoors with my family during the COVID lockdown. We would cook food with our neighbors, play board games, watch old TV shows and movies, get on Zoom calls with friends and family. That time for us as a family was truly magical. And then when our entire family got diagnosed as COVID positive, our friends and our neighbors took care of us like we were their own family. They took care of all our outdoor chores like taking our dog on walk, bringing us groceries, bringing us medicines, bringing us all other food supplies. And I know that this is gonna sound cheesy, but this was that time of our life when our entire family experienced humanity in its finest. COVID times were really scary for everyone. People would run miles away, even if someone who was not in their vicinity would cough or sneeze. But here, on the other hand, our neighbors and friends took care of everything while we were recovering. And regretfully, I did not document those days either. With the world and the dynamics between us humans changing rapidly, it's going to be very rare for us to experience the same kind of love and care in the future. I'm genuinely grateful for all of those people, and again, I regret that I didn't document those days either. We humans stay younger for a very small part of our lives, while most of it is spent in old age. And by younger, I mean those ages where we are physically and mentally fit, you look good, you have less responsibilities, you can go on solo trips, play adventure sports, get into messy situations. You get my point. So, as cliche as it sounds, you're gonna be young only once. I'm never gonna be able to relive those memories from my childhood and my late teens, but at least from now on, I'll try to document as much as I can. And yeah, I don't want to document just the sweet, rosy stuff. I also want to document my mistakes and so that I could avoid those mistakes, learn from them, and better myself as a person. I just want the 100-year-old version of me to look back at those videos and see how his younger self enjoyed, navigated, and lived his life. The people he met, the places he traveled to, the things that made him sad, the things that made him happy, also the things that got him excited. I want to document it all for my 100-year-old self. Sometimes I'm just jealous of actors who started their career as kids because they almost have every single day of their life documented in public domain. Sadly, it's for everyone to see, but they still have it documented, and that's what really matters. Like they say, it's never too late. So from now on, I'll try and document my life as much as I can. Vlogs, videos, photos, I want to do everything. Not for others, not to show off, just for my 100-year-old self. If I ever get married and if I have kids and then grandkids, I want to show them how crazy their grandfather was. Like shooting this very video in 40 degrees Celsius and I'm drenched in sweat and I still don't care because I just want to get this video done. Because the conditions for me to shoot this video are never gonna be right because this is the best condition. When I'll be on my deathbed as a 105-year-old, I just want to look back at life and see how I've spent my time on earth. And I know this might feel heavy or even cringe, but this is exactly what I want to do. I'm never gonna be young as I'm today, but in those documented videos, I'm gonna be eternally young. From now on, I'll document every single aspect of my life, my time on this earth as my younger self for my older self. Please let me know in the comment section below how you feel about this idea of documenting your life. If you like this video, then please like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more. See you soon. Because people during that time would run miles away even if someone would sneeze. Even if someone in their vicinity would cough or sneeze.